We did so many takes of trying to get this spider, but here we go. We just needed a little bit of footage of it crawling. Yeah. You can just stabilize it and then you create a loop, key it out and place that anywhere. Hey guys, welcome to Behind the Scenes for Killing a Spider.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
So this episode is another old one, and I think it started with the idea that everybody who encounters a spider in their house is going to want to burn their house down, especially when they encounter a swarm.
Yeah, I think for this idea, we were like, how can we do a simple idea that's just focused on one little short joke of like trying to take care of the spider in a comedic way.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it's only a minute 17 long. It's really a short episode.
It's our shortest episode.
It's one of our shortest. Shorts. Yeah. But it tells a quick, simple story. So we found this book. I guess one of your siblings had this book.
Yeah, a sibling of mine had.
And she gave it to us, and we were like, "Oh, perfect! It's like a kid's book about spiders." And like,
it just had insects in it, and I think we wanted some kind of nature thing with bugs in it, and it had a perfect section with creepy spiders in it.
Yeah, we wanted Mr. Butter to be doing something, anything, and we wanted it to tie into the episode, some kind of relevancy. Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny and ironic that he encounters an actual spider in a book of spiders. And
so how did we do this? Yeah, so what's funny is I think when we initially discussed this idea, we weren't strangers to visual effects.
But this was also early on when we weren't trying to do a bunch of visual effects. This actually has some of the most visual effects in those early episodes.
Yes. So I think I'm pretty sure, maybe I don't remember correctly, we talked about doing this in CG, like a animated spider. And we were just kind of like, man, it just, the idea of animating a little bug realistically for all of these shots, at that point, it seemed overwhelming. So,
yes, this is a real spider.
Real spider. We foraged around the house.
Yes, we looked around the yard, we looked under rocks, we looked everywhere for spiders, and we found a couple of these big brown ones.
And then we held some auditions.
Well, we kept them in a little red cup, and then the idea was, okay, so we need a real spider for this bit, and then when the spider is being chased and running around the house, we needed an element for that. So we needed to record footage of the spider, like walking on a flat surface or a blank surface. We tried to do a green screen. And it wasn't the easiest thing to get, surprisingly. So this is our first attempt. We went out, we caught a spider, we were ready to film. We had the camera real close.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's alive, but it might be.
We thought it was playing dead.
What's weird is like...
We didn't mistreat it.
No.
It just kind of died. So that's sad.
I think a theory could be that it suffocated in the cup or something from...
I don't know. We really didn't have it in the cup that long, but we thought it would work. So we went out and got another one. And it's not easy being a spider wrangler.
No.
They like to run.
It takes skill, precision, and...
What? It was in the cup.
Yeah, the idea of it up there with a web... Ugh.
Like when you lift a cup up and there's a creepy creature underneath it, and then it doesn't show.
It's just hiding.
It's in the cup next to your hand, about to kill you. So
yeah, about to kill you. Sure.
Shake it a bit. All right.
We did so many takes of trying to get this spider, but here we go. We just needed a little bit of footage of it crawling.
Yeah.
You can just stabilize it, and then you create a loop. And then you just place that, key it out and place that running spider anywhere.
I would have aspired for a slightly higher quality footage.
Yeah.
Especially
Were we still using lighting. Hero 5?
This is the earlier camera.
Yeah, this is the first camera we ever had, which has a terrible motion blur.
And, we could work on our green screen lighting here, but either way, we got what we needed.
So we got it. We finally got it. And we got footage of it for the green screen bit. We did need to actually physically use it here on the page, and this was extremely hard to get because obviously
it's a real spider.
It's a real spider, and we needed it to crawl, and we needed it to be there on the page when you turned it, and crawl at the right time, and it's so hard to get.
I think we did 15 plus takes of trying to get the spider to do exactly what we wanted.
We kind of had to cut around and do a little mishmash of it because, it's a little jumpy the way it's cut. Suddenly it cuts and he's running, and then it cuts.
But our style
and he's up here.
also jump cuts.
So yeah, it fits.
Yeah.
But personally,
I need to almost look at it what the is that part of the book? Yeah.
Yeah, is that part of the book?
Okay. I think we're tiring out the spider, which is good.
Okay, good. So we're trying to figure out how to film
right.
this here. This is behind the scenes footage.
Right there.
It seems like a miracle we got what we got to begin with, because it was almost felt impossible.
Well, what are you hoping on framing here?
This is back when we had to manually frame everything.
Yep.
So
And then I
I
flipped
would
the
bring the
page,
camera up so he could like
and I'm
get a
looking
mental
at
image
the
of where he needs to
spider.
look.
There.
I'm just thinking to the previous shot where the book was framed perfectly in the
Okay.
frame.
Okay.
There you go.
I need to look at the spider to center it, and I need to just look over.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully we get
And
right there.
this mug
Well, I
is
don't
the
think it'll
mug
be there.
that you had
We'll
for
see
building a
that.
birdhouse.
Birdhouse,
So
yep.
it's got a bunch of foam
Okay.
stuck on it.
Exactly. I don't know why we thought it was like a character
So here I
trait.
am going to try and grab it. I guess there was a piece of thing on the stick. Wait, it is there, isn't it? This isn't that take. Wait.
Where is it?
Yeah, this is the take.
It's in the cup.
I legit lost it.
I think I see where you lost it. You raised the cup temporarily.
lost
then
our
you,
spider?
Then you,
Then I looked at the stick, and then I looked back
Yeah.
at the. And there's no video evidence because the book was
stopped
covering
recording.
where it actually would have went. It's so funny and ironic that we're making a story about a spider disappearing, and
Yep.
it happens to us in the making of.
I just like you lost our spider.
I'm like, oh no, it's the worst. There's a spider loose in the house now. So we finally get this footage, okay, and the idea is you come back after grabbing a tool to kill it, and it's gone. It's really gone this time. So what do you do?
I find it interesting how we have us doing all this sound design of moving furniture in the title segment, and then just cut to the finished moment
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that. I think that I'm not sure if when we decided to do that, but to me that's a good way to handle this, because like
It just felt right.
that exciting.
Yeah, it just felt right. You could just fit all that in the title,
Yeah.
the sound of it, and then cut to the absurdity that he's created. We're renting this house from my landlord Anton, and some days we'll just pile up all his furniture in the corner of the room to film something. And he's got that roommates coming down and passing through the house and trying to live while we're trying to film.
We sort of just did what we wanted, and he sort of looked the other way.
Yeah, but he enjoyed the fact that we were making a popular YouTube channel in his house, and he
Yeah.
enjoyed the kind of notoriety he got from that.
For sure.
So, logical decision: pile up all your furniture when you can't find a spider, because obviously it's somewhere,
You gotta-
right?
Yeah, you got to clear the space.
What's the next logical decision?
Methinks a spider trap.
Or mouse trap, I guess.
Oh, that's what those are?
It's like, why is he choosing mouse traps? I think we just wanted something like absurd.
We were just thinking, what is an unexpected and unnecessary
Can he just be?
attempt at catching a spider, a dainty little creature?
Yeah, and he's stupid enough to think maybe this would do it.
Yeah. Again, that's the real spider.
Real spider.
being corralled with a stick and then puppeteered, so to speak.
Yep.
By you.
And this is multiple takes. So we had it filmed where he would come here, sit down, look, and then turn his view to the right,
Yep.
and
Yep.
then pretend there's a spider there, turn his view back, and then react.
The spider's acting contract allowed him to only be available to use for like a few minutes at a time.
Yeah. And so then we filmed a separate take where we dangled the spider and you looked over at it,
Yeah.
and then whipped back. And as challenging as it was to get a tiny little critter to show up on this camera, we got it.
Again, same thing coming up here. Are those? Yeah. Okay.
Yep, same thing. Real spider on the ground now. This is obviously not a real spider.
And honestly, I'm kind of thankful, because if such a spider with such speed and precision existed, I think we would have passed away as a species.
Yeah, this thing is fast, but it
Yeah.
kind of had to be.
We had no. Yeah, I think my performance was sort of pushing it along.
Okay, so then it looks like you just smashed a hole in the actual wall of the house.
Yeah. So if
But you didn't.
Here's what's cool about this. Yeah.
In reality, it looks something different. Let me show you an early version of the episode here, before we added all the final visual effects. So what this looks like is this. Obviously chasing nothing. We have some tracking markers. And then right here we cut.
Yeah. So the reason you don't notice this cut in the final edit is for two reasons. One, I color matched the two shots so they don't look like different colors. And two, I tracked in the plug from the wall.
Yeah, so this thing over here is kind of an anchor
Yeah.
that tells you you're looking at the wall and it's the same wall. And so when you cut that out and track it into this part and then color match it,
Yeah, and
it
this-
looks like the same wall.
This is just drywall we bought from Lowe's.
Exactly.
That's outside in the backyard.
We actually had the same paint that they used for the interior of the house, and we painted the drywall so it looked exactly like the wall. It's not inside. We filmed this outside, but
Yeah,
it's just a matter of
color temperature, which
just a matter of matching the color, and then it looks like you just hit a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
I think that looked really great.
And I think little things like physical damage that's actually real, honestly, usually enhances an episode. I
Yeah.
think. Wow, you can see a bad track. That's a motion blur cut. So we do this jump cut
Interesting.
style, and the camera track took that information with it, and it thought that was a mistake on my bad.
Yeah, it literally looks like the spider just jumps to the left.
Yeah, that I'm surprised it doesn't.
It's not very noticeable.
It's not noticeable. Yeah, so fast.
But you can also see a couple issues with painting some of those tracking markers out. Essentially, we stayed up all night to finish this episode because we were trying to get episodes out like every week.
Yes.
No excuses, and that required us to actually just pull all-nighters all the time. Something I'm glad that we're not doing anymore.
Yeah, and these spiders coming out of the hole are I'm not very proud of them. Some
It's
of them,
real spiders, and it looks creepy.
But some of them are literally disappearing at the end. Look
Oh,
at
are
the
they?
far right by the plug.
Oh yeah. This one just like nopes out of
It's
there.
just a particle system, I think.
I think people are closing their eyes already at this
Yeah,
part, so
yeah.
they can't tell.
We play on people's fears.
But there you go. I mean, that's kind of the whole setup for the episode was around this gag. We were like, all right, he's gonna smash a hole in his wall. There's gonna be a crap load of spiders, and he's just gonna burn his house down. How do we get to that point?
Right.
Kind of connected the dots.
We served it up on a platter, and then of course
And then this epic shot.
fire.
Which you expertly crafted.
Yeah.
It really does look like it's burning.
The spider didn't want to keep working with us, so I got revenge on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how this canonically like fits in the channel where you like burned your house down and the
It
next
doesn't.
episode
Well,
is fine.
the thing is, we don't see the house completely burned down.
Yeah, maybe he put it out or
He
something.
could have put it out.
Yeah, but this is not permanent damage.
No.
But there you go. That is killing a spider. Let's see.
Yeah.
Anyone say anything funny? Spider isn't terrifying when you see one, but when it disappears a second after you look away, that's when it's scary. Yep.
It's you got to keep your eyes on it at all times.
Yep. Anyways, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to catch you on the next one.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.